Hey everybody, Rob D'Alessio, Taste of Retirement, and today what we're doing is the Twisted Cuban. We take the traditional Cuban and twist each ingredient just a little bit to come up with a brand new sandwich. Come on, let me show you how we do it. Chicken and turkey Cuban. Obviously we know all about the traditional Cuban that's got the ham, the Swiss cheese, the pickles, the mustard, the panini. We're gonna take that and we're gonna flip it completely. And so we've got sliced turkey, we've got some roasted chicken that I went ahead and roasted a whole bird, and then I took it apart and I just pulled all that chicken off, and so it's sitting there. Got some bread and butter pickles, which are my favorite pickles, Swiss cheese, brioche bread that I bought the whole loaf. That way I can control the thickness of the slice, and I just love brioche bread. It's got great flavor, a nice buttery finish to it. And then we're gonna make a garlic aioli. And so I've got some roasted garlic that I crushed up, about 3 cloves, and then just a little squirt of a honey mustard, some Worcestershire, if that's how you say it. I don't know how you say it. It could be Worcestershire. And then I've got some lemon juice. And then I've got what I use is Sir Kensington's mayonnaise. That's my favorite. You need to really use a high quality mayonnaise if you're going to use it. So I just take all those ingredients, put them in the bowl, mix them up, and then now you've got your aioli. In the pan that I've got going on over here, I've got some unsalted butter, because we're gonna make it a grilled cheese style. You don't want to have the pan too high, the butter will brown on you, which is a decent taste, but then it'll burn, and that's not a good taste. So you want to go about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch on your slice on the brioche. And then you can start to assemble your sandwich. And what I like to do is I go ahead and put that bottom side down in the pan so it can start toasting, because it won't take too long. This is a roasted turkey, and I'm just using a deli sliced turkey, nothing special, but you wanna buy a good one. You know, you don't wanna buy the cheapest one out there, but a nice oven roasted. You don't want smoked or anything like that. Just a nice juicy turkey breast. You know, it's that time of year, turkey's getting eaten popular. Here's our roasted chicken. Then we're gonna go with the Swiss cheese. And I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 slices of Swiss cheese, because cheese is amazing, and why not do more of it? And then I'll place the bread and butter pickles on there, and it's good that you do it this way so the cheese will melt and it'll help to keep the pickles in place. Now, on the other side of the bread, that's where I'm gonna do the smear of the aioli that we made. We put that down, put it on like that, then let that sit. You want to get a nice good crunch on the other side. Let's go ahead and flip it. But what I do when I flip it, see, that bread has absorbed all the butter. So you want to take that other butter that's still on the pan and move it around and get back into the middle of the pan. And then be careful when you're flipping, because not everything's melted yet. Push that down just a little bit. And that has just got a great crust to it. It's gonna have a nice crunch. Now, the reason why I'm using the ingredients I'm doing, let's talk about a traditional Cuban. Use a really nice toasty French bread. You've got roasted pulled pork, you've got ham, you've got Swiss cheese, you've got pickles, you've got mustard, and then it's pressed in a panini press. It's delicious, it's a famous sandwich. But why not change that up a little bit? And so we did the turkey chicken Cuban here, and we just used very high-end ingredients. And so everything was just a twist, just a twist. So you have the French bread, we went with brioche. You have the roast pork, we went with roasted chicken. You have the ham, we went with roasted turkey. Instead of dill pickles, we went bread and butter. Instead of mustard, we did a garlic aioli. So everything's twisted just a little bit, but it's gonna be fun. And that's what food's all about. You know, how do you take some traditional items and change them just a hair that you can just make them brand new items? So we're gonna let that go about another 30, 40 seconds, and then we're gonna plate it up, and then we'll wrap a bow on it. All right, we've got the sandwich out of the pan. I let it cool down just a hair so I can actually touch it. And I like to slice a sandwich like this, any kind of melted cheesy sandwich that's on a flatbread, like a brioche or something like that. I like to slice it on the bias. So I'm gonna hold both sides, use a nice serrated knife so you don't break through the bread too much. And then look at all those layers of flavor. Isn't that great? And just put it on the sandwich, put another piece on the side. And there you have a Twisted Cuban. There you have it, the Twisted Cuban. We took a traditional sandwich, we changed each ingredient just a little bit and came up with a brand new sandwich, and it's fantastic. If you like what we did here, go to our YouTube page, hit subscribe. You'll see this dish and you'll see all of our past content. It's all amazing. I'm Rob D'Alessio, and this was A Taste of Retirement.